standings currently. So the top 4 teams of the Pro League, they've all stuck together. They're the same rosters as when they started here. Enemy eSports or Enemy GG, the only team with the same roster not in the top 4. All the other teams in the bottom 4 have changed their rosters up. So real quickly, do you think they'll stay together after this Pro League season is over and make a push for Season 2, or will we have a roster shakeup?
Man, that's going to be interesting. We're going to see how much these guys love each other. And we're going to see an immediate lag out there by Kyle. Kyle's going to lag out right there on around. We're going to see some members go down and maybe see this game backed out of there for round number 1 here. But going into the rest of the league, you think about these teams' roster. What's interesting about this eLevate roster is that now Strangulate's able to play.
Oh, he's coming back for sure. He's been really putting in work on his stream, and we see right now round number 1 goes to Enemy eSports. Not quite sure what will happen with that player disconnected there. We're going to find out real soon. Coming up here on the ESL Gears of War Pro League, it looks like they're just kind of playing it out here, walking around. Give them a little bit of time to get back in the game. Yeah, there we go back to the home screen. So, like I was saying there, Enemy eSports here, same roster. They've had many 4-3 maps that they've lost. They could have a much different record here, possibly a 4 or 5 win season for them. But instead, they're here with only 2 wins, and they're looking just to improve and get better.
And that's the thing is, you think about Season 2. Do they stick with the same roster and stick it out for another season? You were you're 2-8 right now. Okay. You're 2-8, and decided on this match, you may be 3-9. I mean, not 3-9, but 2-9 for the rest of the season. So, can you work that out? But don't get it wrong, they had close matches all season. They've had close matches, but the real question is, why were they so close, and why couldn't you come out with that L? Some say it may have been eternity. Some say just the team may have not clicked, or it's just bad luck. But regardless of the fact is, that record is pretty bad.
Pretty bad, but they're going to look to come back. And you know what? They're going to be matched against some of those Open Series teams that we mentioned earlier. Gears of War Open Series every Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. There are some great teams coming out right now, earning seeding points for our qualifiers coming up. Frag Dominant, Frag D, with the number 1 seed there in the Open Series, as well as Next, number 2, and Ill by Nature, some weird team there in 3rd right now.
Yeah, definitely in 3rd. So, when it comes down to qualifying for this Pro League, it's going to be interesting. But I want to, continue talking about these bottom 4 teams because, we may see Strangulate come back. I definitely think we're going to see that Annex roster change. NBN is a toss-up, because I'm pretty sure we're going to see Shane and Distortion stick together. We may see Crushmo stick it out with them as well. It just depends on, that's a toss-up for me on how that one goes. But it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to see another powerhouse for Season 2 come out of here. But also, another real question is, do these top 4 teams stay together next season?
We're going to find out. And you know what? I know Noxious of eLevate, him and Strangulate have a history there. It wouldn't be any surprise for me to see Noxious and Strangulate back on the team together, maybe pick up another 2 guys. Maybe Icy plays with them again like he did at Hypestation. And then moving over to Annex here, I know there was a player – I won't specifically mention him, of course, on the stream, but a player they were thinking about picking up there, and they were not able to do it because of the Pro League rules. So a player might come in there for Annex and replace one of their current players. Enemy eSports, again, up in the air there. We'll find out. And then, of course, our final team Murder by Numbers you mentioned.
Yeah, so we're gonna just say that all the bottom 4 teams, we're gonna see some changes made out of it, and the top 4 teams, if they're smart, they'll stay together, because all these top 4 teams, they have big big organizations, and you top 4 ESL team, you might as well stick it out.
All right, we are getting word right now. We're gonna start 0-0 on Clock Tower when we come back on there with our match here. eLevate taking on Enemy eSports there. So 0-0 right now, kicking off on Clock Tower. Our first map here, looking for some revenge there. eLevate. We'll see if they can get it right now. We'll see if they can turn it around here on Clock Tower.
Yeah, we're going to see if they can make things happen. But, that last round, we seen Enemy, a little glimpse of their strap before the lag out was that some fire. He came out with some fire. They came out with some fire with a 4 up top, trying to catch him off guard. So we're going to see if they can do it again this round.
We're going to find out right now. And you know what? While we have a free moment here, we talked about the Pro League, the teams, pretty much everything involved in the Pro League. I want to know right now, real quick, while I have the man, Blaze, here by my side, what is your big surprise right now in the Pro League? What player, team, anything you would say you've taken out of this season so far and would say it's a big surprise for you?
Man, the biggest surprise in this entire league was probably the Nasty getting dropped.
Nasty getting dropped?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I thought Nasty was the biggest surprise to me because I didn't see him leaving, eLevate. But They felt like that was the missing piece for them to start winning again, So, but at the end, both teams took a giant L. So
we'll see what team he lands on coming up. Getting ready for season 2 here, but we're moving back in the clock tower here. Kyle's back. They're ready to play. Kyle, a player you mentioned, he's a great player. He got picked up by eLevate, hoping he was that missing piece of the puzzle. And you know what? I think they have played a little bit better with him, but it hasn't been enough to overtake some of our other teams who've been together for a while. The chemistry maybe quite not there yet.
Yeah, they need an X factor for that team, and it's either Noxious or Icy, but another one will be perfect for them. But and that goes the same thing for this enemy team as well. You really need those players to step up, and we're gonna go on board here with Eternity.
Eternity coming out here on his team, Enemy eSports. There some controversy on the roster at one point in the season here with Eternity, but he's still with the team. They stuck it out, and now he's putting in that Lancer shots right now. Going to get down from Hudson's on Prison there. Eternity supporting him, and now going to move up with the shotgun out. Let's see what he can do here as he moves in with the pistol now, changing all weapons here, showing us a little piece of everything in Gears of War. And now a shotgun shot takes out that body. 3-on-2. And it's going to be an Eternity and Enemy eSports round, it looks like, as they have an advantage right now. But no, don't speak too soon, Deluxe, because right now Icy is back in the game. He's got one guy down, using him as bait right now, moving in. And 2 members now. Icy takes one out, moving around, wall bouncing. Wow. He gets taken out ultimately, though. And it's Enemy and Kirill's that pull it out. Round number 1 on Clock Tower.
I honestly thought that Thrash spot was going to go down. I thought that was Icy's round of clutch right there, and I'm surprised he didn't, but Enemy did a great job there, keeping composure and say, hey, it wasn't a fluke that we beat you guys last time. We're going to do it again right here. Going to hop on board here with Kyle. Kyle's going to come out. We're going to see Kyle go up here. He's going to play the secondary position. He's going to come up top. He's going to get some fire down across on the secondary. He's playing host spot. Immediate push here by Enemy. They're going to push up. We got some shots coming down on the back pillar. They're going to push wide. They're going to hold their position down. Noxious has got 2 downs. They got 2 downs on the back pillar, cleaning up both these guys. The secondary on Enemy, he's going to push across, but he's going to go down here as well, all up to the host spot. Eternity just went down, and they're going to get Hudson's down as well. Not much they can do right there.
eLevate coming out big right there. Second round, tying it up 1 round apiece, and now they're kind of giving him the no-no on the ground. They're looking at him like, maybe next time, bro.
And the big reason was because eLevate caught the push as soon as it happened, because it came right away, and then their initial push, Enemy's initial push was to push down back pillar and put pressure on these guys, and Noxious, all he did was step back and Lancer. What they should have did, they didn't put no shots on host spot in the beginning of that round. They just went straight for the back pillar push, but just couldn't win it.
And here we go, on to round number 3, on board with Kirill. So you're going to take cover in the sandbag, get a push right across, using the smoke as cover. Going to see a guy in host spot, wall bounce, not going to be enough though to keep him alive as Prison takes him out. Kyle going to down his own teammate there, and we're seeing the round unfold now. Watching Kyle trying to put in shots right now, going to revive his teammate, turn his attention towards the host spot. And there goes the head, and that's going to be the round. Icy and eLevate take round number 3. 2 rounds to 1. eLevate with the clean sweep there.
And they're going to pick up that last kill right there. Good job there by eLevate. They kept their composure as that push came across. But when Kirill's came in, his teammates needed to be also laying down fire from secondary or mid pillar, because somebody has to go down. Somebody has to go down right there. You need to be trading shots as your teammates in there throwing L triggers and trying to distract them and focusing that attention. On board here with Kirill's once again. He knows this guy's going to go for a shot. Wow, that was one of the quickest headshots I've ever seen in my life, and Kyle got it from the host spot there, taking out the player right across from him. We're going to see all members of eLevate rotate up top. Kirill's trading shots. They're going to push across here soon. Can Kirill's hold off with the rest of his teammates? They're going to come back here, and they're just keeping the pace. Kirill's goes down as well with the quick pistol headshot. We see heads flying off left and right here. Kyle getting some shots here on the back pillar. They're going to take him out as well. eLevate running them.
eLevate running them is correct here. 3-1 in favor of eLevate as they look to close it out now on Clock Tower here. A very even spread for the team there. Icy, Kyle, and Noxious all pretty close to each other there, so a great team effort. No surprise on Clock Tower, of course. A map of much coordination needed.
Yeah, Kyle, he's coming out of spawn with this pistol in his hand because he already knows what he wants to do and what he's going to make happen. So we're going to see if he can make some more of these headshots happen this round. And Kyle holding his host spot here. He's going to be holding it with his shotgun as well. And he's going to get a guy down right across from him, and they're going for the revive. Kyle hitting those actives, 3 members in front of him. They're going to get the guy down. They're going to revive chain each other. Icy getting picked up. Now Noxious is going to go down as well. Still a 4v3. All 4 members of Enemy alive. Can they pick up on one of these kills? Their teammates down. 4v2. Noxus goes down. Now all 3 members of eLevate is down. This is going to be a 3v2 in favor of Rounds, but still in favor of eLevate. We're going to see if enemy can come back and take this map.
3-2, for sure they have a chance here. 3-2, anything can happen this round. Could shift the momentum even more in enemy's favor right now. And we're going to see right now as we hop on board with Kirill's. See what he can do here. You know, he does some photography on the side, actually, Kirill, so I'm sure he wants to take some good photos of this map of him getting some headshots.
I think he does too as well. But you know, he's going to be trading shots right here on the secondary. They're trying to focus the whole spot. They're trying to take out Hudson's right now, and they're both full red. They got 3 members on the line, and they need help from back pillar to keep the secondary head down. And they do get that help. No pushes yet being made by eLevate. They're going to rotate off this whole spot, knowing that it's a bad situation. Prison takes out Affinity on his push-up. They're going to push across. Icy being taken out by Eternity. It is now a 3v3 situation. Prison with the snipe. Gonna miss out on that. They're gonna smoke him out. They're gonna try to rotate out. Prison sees his next target. He gets somebody down. They're going for Prison on his back pillar. He's full red. He's getting taken out by Hudson. Attorney gets cleaned up all up to Hudson's in a 1v2 situation. He's gonna back up right here. No sniper in play. You know, no snipers in play. Boom is still in play. We're gonna see what eLevate does. Nades are in play as well. We're gonna see if they just hold their lances here. And I think that's what they may do. Kyle may go down the stairs and slowly push down low. Force Hudson to close the gap here and just lance him the entire way and just hope that they keep damage on him when he goes down.
And you know, we see usually, we saw it earlier that when it's a 2-on-1 on Clock Tower, normally you'll go around, collect all your weapons here, boom shot, grenade, sniper, whatever you can get, and really play it smart here. But we're seeing Noxious still laying down Lancer fire as Kyle's moving over towards the boom shot, so a little bit of separation here. Noxious still able to support those angles of the Clock Tower, and right now he has, I think he's in a 1v1 for a moment here.
Yeah, and they need to act quick. The boom's not being picked up, and Hudson has found his 1v1, and he goes down. But you know what? That could have been a scary round right there by eLevate. You had an opportunity to get boom. You just got to trust your teammate to just kind of run away. And if he wants to run away, he can run down low while you have boom shot. But also at the same time, you waste too much time right there. Snipes on respawn. Okay, and you give Hudson snipe, even if you got boom, the guy's just, you know, he's so dirty with it. But they just didn't think quick enough, but they did come out with that win though.
Well, they're going to have a chance to rebound strong here. Enemy eSports, they're known for their strongest map to be Canals. We're coming up with Canals next here. Hudson's again with the rifle in his hand. We've seen him numerous times here make those big plays on Canals. So I look for them to rebound strong here. If eLevate can take them out in Canals, it's really going to be hard for enemy to come back. Losing their best map, I'll probably get in their head mentally. So we're going to see what happens right now in Canals.
Yeah, Canals is going to be a fun map here to watch. And you know what? But see, right here, this is the grudge match. eLevate wants to say, hey, 3-0 real quick, okay?
Yeah,
3-0 real
stamp
quick.
Their,
you know?
their name on them and let them know.
Yeah, you know, the last win was a fluke, you know? The last win was a fluke, and if it wasn't for that win, you know, eLevate is still be in it right now.
And you know what? They're not just playing for bragging rights, although those are very big as well. They're also playing for, you know, the Season 2 coming up here, those qualifications, the relegation there. They want to get themselves prepared to play some of these open teams and possibly even each other. So they're going to be playing these next couple weeks like it's, you know, the championship here. And we're going to see right now on Canals what they can do.
Yep. And so gonna go on board here, and we're gonna see Kyle snipe for eLevate, and we're gonna see Hudson snipe for enemy, and this is gonna be a show here, folks. This will be a show.
It's a show, and thank everybody for joining us here on the broadcast.
Once again, we've had Guy Blaze and Deluxe coming
great
us
time
live
over here in Burbank, California. Good to see you, man. Back in California, it's been a while.
Yes, it has been. On board here with Hudson's, and he's going for the immediate snipe pickup here. Checking out what both teams is doing. Kyle's gonna get sniped for his team.
And again, we see that slide there on land. Will that slide be consistent? Probably not. But again, we're online right now, so it will be used to pick up the rifle.
And I think at that point, you know, we will see people, their snipes will be getting front spawns.
Oh, goodbye to Kyle. So sniper to snipe and takes them out. Good night. And we're going to see a mid-bridge push now from Hudson's and company. Kirill's taking out Prison. Kirill's taking out Icy. Can Kirill take out anybody else?
Oh, boy.
3-bagger for Kirill. Takes him out there, showing he's still got it, this old Gears of War veteran.
The 3-bagger. And we've seen Hudson say, hold up, Kyle, you better stay in your place. I'm going to punch you in the mouth, okay?
Oh,
I'm
man,
the best.
hold up, wait a minute, let
I'm
me
the
put
best.
some shots in it.
You're not in my league, okay? And Hudson shut that down, but Kirill's in the league of his own right there on the mid-bridge, and we're going to have to go on board here with him sometime during this round, and he's going to be playing that front spawn low side, and he's going to push up. He's feeling that confidence, and he's going to go up there right away, and he's going to slide these nades, but he's going to get help. He's going to get help from his teammate. They're going to take out Prison. They're going to turn around, knowing they get a flank from the back, but he's going to go down as well. Icy picking up 1 kill, picking up 2 kills, and he's stuck in a 1v2, but he goes down finally. Enemy surrounding him on that mid-bridge, and they're going to take him out.
And, you know, these two teams have had some crazy mid-bridge fights here. You know, we've seen players like Icy and previously Eternity, and now Karil's with those multi-kills on mid-bridge there, those exciting moments where it could go either way, and it's really, really fun to watch here. I'm really glad to be a part of it. And we're seeing right now if eLevate can come back and answer here, a strong opening for enemy eSports.
We're going to see if Kyle can pay back Hudson's for that snipe in the mouth that he got last round.
You have to say payback's a blank.
Payback's a payback. Okay.
Payback's a payback. Grenades picked up there. Kyle not able to get the shot off. So a miss there from him, and grenades will probably come into play as Karil's again mid-bridge stuck in a bad place there, and Kyle with the shots not going out, and Karil's just going to take out another player noxious there. Kyle with the front row seat for his team, not popping the trigger there.
Karil's is just a bad boy right now. He is just a bad boy. He is
what you gonna do?
He's rising to glory right now, okay? He's rising to glory on that mid-bridge. Making plays happen here, okay? On his high side, Kyle looks like Hudson knows he's there. You know, we see Kyle creeping. He's going to smoke out. He wants to get up there, get some better position. Hudson's taking some shots here.
And he's trying to get pushed now. It looks like he has the rifle out, but he has support. His teammate there is going to try to come around the corner on that high side connector, get an angle through the smoke, possibly give us a high right reel snipe. Highlight reel. It's a high right reel.
What are you, Scooby-Doo?
It's been a long day. But here we go. Right now we're watching the action slow down. A 4-on-2 advantage for enemy eSports on their best map, up 2 rounds to 0, trying to close it out here, win these next 2 rounds with the sweep. Kyle and company though have other thoughts, and right there goes Kyle. Hudson saying what's up. Torpo shot going out, only 1 member left alive. Hudson's will down him for the style points, and he's taken out by Karil's. Enemy eSports steamrolling right now, 3 rounds to 0. Almost like eLevate isn't even playing.
You know, 1 kill being picked up between, and it wasn't even Icy's, it was technically Noxious's with that 95 points. Icy just kind of cleaned it up off the ground right there. And they're running through these guys. You know, Karil's is putting in too much work on this mid-bridge. Like I said, folks, this is a grudge match here, okay? This is a good matchup. I'm looking for Hudson's. On board here with Hudson's. He's just making the headshots flying. That's what we all love to see here on this map.
And you know, the grudge match, everybody plays Gears of War for the passion, for that feeling of winning, to tell the other team, guess what, man? We're a lot better than you guys. We came out and showed you today. So they're playing for that right now as we watch Hudson's miss 2 rare shots and now getting pushed by Dom on the bridge here. Dom, oh no, not Dom kills him. Not Dom again. He takes him out. Kyle with the kill there.
Coming for the revenge kill.
What a beautiful, that's an irony. I don't know if it's irony or ironic, whatever it might be, but Dom, who did so much damage to the eLevate squad, doing yet again damage.
It is, you know, it is the irony in that kill because, you know, Kyle said, hold up now. Hold up. You know, you might snipe my head off twice, though, but I got the shotty skills, boy. Okay, it's Kyle pushing high side, but, you know that's kind of embarrassing sometimes when your team has to call you off a snipe. Like, you know, you're not hitting no shots today. You're not, you know what, we're going to have to run a 2-2 high side.
And Icy now, I'm not sure what's going on, but he's getting taken out. It looks like he's full red. He goes down to Eternity, and that is going to be a GG for the Locust Squad, for enemy eSports, 4-0 over eLevate.
Wow, good job.
And what else can we say about
exactly,
that?
Just enemy, you know, making things happen. You know, Icy and Kyle tried to go out there with some pride, but you know, like I said before, I remember those days. You know, if I'm having a bad game on Canals, and you know, when my one teammate says, you know, guys, I think we should run a 2-2 no snipe. It hurts your soul. It hurts your heart when you get called off right there. But like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go run that.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll try
that. You know,
but both these teams, you know, are showing us a great match here. And if you want to see more great matches, you can watch at home. But really, what you want to do is you want to be here in California for our finals, January 10th. Join us here. Spectator stuff going on. We're gonna have VIP experience. Rod Ferguson and company coming by, 1v1 tournaments, and most of all here, these top 4 teams competing for the title. Live Gears of War action, January 10th. All you gotta do is go online to the website, and it's gonna be gearsfinals.eventbrite.com and get your tickets now.
Get them now. And
they're going quick.
Yep, get them now. They are going quick. And shout out to Neff, because I want to say I saw she was the first person to buy hers. I think I may be wrong, but I saw her tweet about it earlier this morning.
We'll get the ESL team on that. I want to confirm that before you start putting that out there. But we're going to map number 2 here. Fuel Depot coming up. Again, the tail of the tape here is going to be the boom shot. You know, Locust gets there first. How can you contest the boom shot from the cog side? Will it be the helipad strat? Will it be grenades? Will it be a push towards that front door? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. And that is why we play the game of Gears of War.
You don't know what's going to happen next. That's the excitement of it, right, Deluxe?
That is the excitement. I'm getting very excited right now as the grudge match now is tied 1-1 on Fuel Depot here if we need it. I believe we have War Machine and Mansion as our next 2 maps coming up if required. And we're going to watch right now Enemy Esports on board with Hudson's kicking it off.
Kicking it off here. And so right here, we're going to go, I'm going to hop on board here with Kirill because I don't know what it is, though. I just feel like he's going to do something big with these nades. He's going to get aggressive here on his front door. eLevate likes to run 2 back doors, so that's why we see these guys kind of running freely in the front. And Kirill's going to pre-nade through the smoke. He already knew he's going to get that call out, and he's going to get the kill on Icy. Another nade out back door, but Kirill's going to die. And Prison's going to pick up a kill on Hudson, so both nade kills being picked up. Prison going for the immediate revive, and they hit Affinity down on the ground. So, okay, right here, because I didn't get a chance to do it in the beginning, but just to dissect eLevate's strat right now, they send 2 guys back door. Okay, these guys, their job is to get this boom shot. They have 1 guy grab nades, which is Prison, and Icy, he's going front door initially to put some shots down to kind of make sure he gets the call outs, but he's rotating back to the snipe shutter, and he's watching the flank, letting his teammates just do what they got to do on boom shot, and also he's picking up snipe. He's in position to get that. On board this round here with Noxious, getting stunned by the nade. Kyle's gonna down Infinity, but he goes down as well. No kills being picked up yet. And Kirill goes down again. Kyle goes down. He's going to finally get picked up. Attorney's going to get killed. Hudson's with the boom shot here. Has 1 boom left in the chamber. 2v2 situation. He's going to rotate back out. Snipe getting picked up here.
He knows he's going there. He's watching that sniper. He probably has boom shot.
No, he rotated.
He turned away from his attention there and wasted that boom shot. But Affinity right there to pick up the kill. 2-on-1 situation there. Great job by that team. Great job by that play there.
And so Icy with snipe. You know, doesn't get sniped too much on this map.
But I want to go ahead right here before we get too far into it. I want to go ahead and call an Icy clutch coming right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
I want to be the first prediction right now. I want the Nostradamus prediction, the Hostradamus, Deluxe House, of course, coming out right now. I think Icy with the sniper, 2-on-1. I've seen it many times. I think we're due for a clutch by him, and we're going to see it right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're going to see if Icy still got the juice. So we're going to see if his 90%, 95% logic is legit right here. And see if that's going to influence him on losing his round. So right here, he does have snipe. He has a guy moving up to his left. He's got to connect with that body.
There, his best chance to get a headshot there might have gone by.
But he needs to keep up this pressure here because this pressure, boom's going to be up soon. You want to take one of these guys out. You want to force a fight and some attention and get positioned like you are right now in the front door for this boom to come up. He's right where he want to be, but he cannot get... He knows this guy's going to have to move. He's going to jump up just based off instinct alone.
And you know, Icy with the grudge match here, he really wants to stick it to him. 2-on-1 here. They're going to try to play for boom shot. He would love nothing more than to be able to post this on Twitter right now. But he's not going to be able to post. He's got the boom shot because right now he does not have it. He's rotating outside with the sniper. Going to have to keep his distance.
I almost thought his better position was in front door. You know, his better position.
It might have been there, Blaze. It might have been. But, you know, different players make different plays on different days. And right now we're seeing Icy with an opportunity right here to possibly get a shot off on the guy in front of the car there. He's going to move back and rotate towards the spawn area. He's full red. One or two more pistol shots will go down. And now he's kind of cornering himself, it looks like.
Yeah, he's creating distance. Creating distance between him and that boom shot, and he does have snipe. So even with him right there, they're going to pick up these nades, and we're going to see him try to push him into the corner with nades and send some boom shots flying for him, but he's right where he's wanted. As long as they don't got a snipe, he can stand out in the open and dodge the nade or the boom shot that comes at him. He's just waiting for one member on enemy to slip up right now.
You know what, let's say I'm on board with Icy as he's the man right now with the rifle. He has to clutch it out here. We're going to watch his perspective right now as boom shot will come out. It misses. A chance there for Icy. Now he's got to go to his shotgun in a world of trouble now. Second boom shot comes out. So a momentary chance there for Icy. Not able to pull it out. And it's a round for enemy esports.
Yeah, but he got what he wanted. And you know what? He put himself in a fantastic position to clutch that round. He played it perfectly, honestly. He just had to make the play happen in order to come out with it. He just could not do it that round.
And go back to Anya real quick. Give me Anya for a half second. She got it? She got that weapon skin?
We gonna see.
Smoke out. Though she had that Gears of War.
There you go.
Exclusive weapon skin, Gears of War. There, you can get yours right now. AKA .ms, of course. Gears Esports. Get that $5 weapon skin, support your community, just like Affinity is right here.
Affinity has earned a camera this map, and we're going to see him flank this guy on front ramp, and he's going to try to come up with this kill.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Icy shots in the back, the humperation there at the end for the
and disclaimer, folks, you know, no matter how cool the weapon skin is, and you know, even if you got it, you still got to put the time in and play and practice with it.
Let me tell you, disclaimer, the weapon skin does not make you better at Gears of War. It's purely aesthetic there.
It does not guarantee you kills.
It does not guarantee you kills there, and just some missed shots.
It does make you look cool, even on stream when you choke 5 shots in the back.
And you know, the cool kids always get the skins.
Right? And I ain't cool enough to get the one I want.
And we'll talk about that later, possibly. Maybe we can get you one. But right now, we're going to look to our next round here. Kyle putting some nice shots on the wall there. Going to pistol in towards the boom shot. Get a couple shots off there. Ultimately not going to down him, though. And it will be Hudson's moving in right now with company. And Boomshot has been picked up. The slide against the wall there into the back corner. Grenades coming out, taking out Eternity. Great job taking out one player. Boomshot still in play. He doesn't know he's there, and now he gets blown up for his troubles there, coming down off the high side. 3-on-3, one Boomshot left for Hudson's. And we see that fire coming in that propane
He almost
tank.
didn't want to shoot that. He almost wanted to go for the double melee, but he would have risked getting stuns. But double snipe getting picked up here. One boom shot still in the hand of Hudson's. And we're going to see a snipe picked up by Kyle. He knows where Hudson's is, and they're going to try to trap him in the corner. And I'm assuming that the other snipers may rotate, not backdoor, because we got members of enemy backdoor. But we're going to see if Kyle can catch Hudson's coming out, because you know he's going to come. Just needs good communication with his teammate front door, and he's not going to be able to connect with that. Hudson's does make it out of here, and he's going to rotate backdoor. And I think we're going to see Icy across the map with the other snipe. Oh, never mind. I'll take that back. It's 3v3 situation.
Those two against the wall real quick. Go back to those two. Me and you and me.
I had a different Me and You song.
Okay.
I had a more old school Me and You song I was gonna hit you with.
Well,
but,
is it PG, then hit us with it.
Well, you know what? I don't know if my lyrics are PG, the ones that I sing.
All right. Well, then keep it in the back of your head for later. You can tell me. But for right now, look at that angle through the fence there. Like I said before, Field Depot, a map where I've seen a few different angles recently since Ultimate Edition came out. We didn't really see those back in the original Gears of War. But it's good to see some new angles. Players always thinking about different ways to get that first or final kill.
You know, it's really just being that shark on the map, you know. Who are you going to catch off guard? And Kyle, he sees everybody that he wants to see. He has 3 members in front of him. He's just missing that headshot. You almost thought that one was going to connect. He's going to take one more shot before he transitions out of the spot. And he's going to connect with that foot, but he needs to get out of here because they're coming for him right now. Good roll back. And Hudson still has one shot. That's going to be that boom shot's in the hand of Beard. Has not been shot yet. And they're going to back up here. Nox's knows boom shot is up. He's going to be watching with that snipe, waiting for the slide. They do know that it has to be a member of eLevate watching this boom shot from the front. That's why we haven't seen enemy go for the slide just yet.
Right now, Blaze, we're watching the action unfold here. Not too much going on. Everybody waiting for the opportune moment to move in there. Sniper rifle again in the hands of Nox, just there, just waiting for that boom shot to respawn. It has respawned, and now we'll see what happens.
Well, so you got to ask yourself, okay, is any smokes in play and anything? Because, you know, you pick this up, you need at least a smoke to get this from the front.
I think Prison has a smoke. I'm not positive.
Well, somebody from enemy needs to have one, because even if you force his nades out, that's still good if you can force the nades out. But right now, eLevate has so many plays on the power weapons. They got plays on nades, 58 seconds on the clock. And you look at the scoreboard, and this is a win for eLevate, because I want to say they go back to good side here. Yeah, they get the next round is the good side, so enemy, they need to make a play here. Nades are going to go out right now, and they're not going to be able to make nothing happen with that. 43 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. Fireworks going to happen right now. It's Kyle going to down that boom shot player. Still down. Hudson's, though, baiting him in there with the boom shot. Grenades coming out. Is it far enough? Oh! It is, and the double, the grenade, the sniper. What else can he do?
I don't know, but we're going to be on board here. It's a fight back door. Can Kyle win it for his team? Yeah. And Noxious. He wants all 3 kills coming out. Great job there by Noxious with the headshot and the nade pickup.
I wasn't ready for that, to be honest with you. I was watching the grenade go. I totally forgot he had the rifle in his hand. But thanks to our ESL staff here, we're going to watch him move forward, toss the grenade, get off me, get back, get back. You don't know me like that. Headshot taking him out.
Good job there by Noxious. We're on board with him this round, and we're going to see him He's going to get aggressive here in his front door. He's going to toss the smoke, and Prison's going to pick up the nades for his team. He's watching the push. He's going to get some good shots. Seeing all 4 members, he's calling
Lots of good
out.
shots there from.
And he's going to take some shots from the shutter right here as well, knowing these guys on the flank. But they're going to put all members of eLevate. They left the ramp. They pushed down, got boom. That was a great transition. One boom going up. Kyle picking up a kill. He's going to go for the suicide, taking out 2 kills right here. All members of eLevate, they're going to be coming outside looking for Eternity. Stayed inside. They're going to look for Affinity. Affinity, if he can take out one.
He's in trouble right now.
There's
2-on-1 in the box area up top. Eternity going to come in and help out, though. It looks like Affinity's still going to go down. Eternity with the pickup there. Immediate chunk. He's in trouble now, and that's going to be it. So a moment there, we thought they could have turned it around. And again, the no-no from Ice.
You know, that was a good flank there by Eternity to save his teammate. And they got the initial down, but that was the situation Eternity had to keep fighting. He couldn't revive his teammate there because they was just going to go for the shots on the ground. But, you know, he made the textbook move, but, you know, not the clutch move.
And with that, it's going to be 2-1 in favor of that eLevate squad. They're really coming out strong on Field Depot there. Up next, we have War Machine. I'm not quite sure who has the advantages. I've seen both teams play. They're both pretty good on it. I wouldn't say it's one team's best map, though. We're going to see right now coming up. Of course, Hudson's with the rifle in his hand. You got to watch out for him. And, you know, I really want to see map number 5, though, for our last game.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. And you know what? But, you know, even a War Machine, you know, Icy's versus Hudson's in that snipe hill is going to be real interesting. Both those guys are very good down there. But, you know, one of the biggest X factors, you know, we're going to see on this map is going to be Noxious, actually. You know, Noxious just, you know, he does a lot for this team. You know, he really does a lot. And if you know him and you got him on your friends list, you know he puts a lot of time in as well.
Very passionate about the game. I mean, anything he does, I think he's passionate about. But we saw recently with some of his streams, he came out really pumped up, excited. He was trying to push the eLevate team into the playoffs here, as well as Icy. They're 2 very vocal guys for that team. But ultimately, they could not do it. They're going to come back again, try to make it in Season 2, and we're going to find out.
Yeah, but Noxious is one of those, you know, yes, sir type of players in a sense. You know, one of those guys that you love on your team where that, you know, he's going to put the work, you put him in this position, he's going to give his input, but you tell him to do something, he's going to do it, you know?
And effectively, too.
Exactly. And if things go wrong, he's going to make a play happen. You know, definitely such a solid guy here, such a good guy as well. But going on board here with this map, you know what? Let's go on board here with Kyle. Kyle is what I'm feeling right here. Map number 4, God Blaze in Deluxe. We're on board here with War Machine, and we're going to kick it off here with Kyle.
And there he goes towards the window, putting in shots. Sees another player from the opposing team. They're on the other side, mirroring each other, and he gets a first shot off there pretty good. Not too hurt himself. Going to rotate around, look for the action. Smoke's going out, it looks like. And now Kyle is waiting for the right moment to push that corner and put those shots in. As grenades come out, and ultimately are not going to get a kill.
And, you know, right here, we're going to see Hudson's. He's going to go down here on that line. Kyle's going to get him down. They're going to hold off. Kirill goes down as well. So now you got 2 members down. They're going to clean up these kills. Kirill gets cleaned up. Hudson's gets cleaned up as well. They're going to push forward here, 4v2 situation. They see the next member that they want. They're pushing forward, trying to get Prison here. And can they make it happen? It was going to be Affinity. And Affinity goes down. It turns into a 4v1 situation. And Attorney's going to get naded out.
You know what, Blaze? The last time these guys played each other, you know, it was 4-1 in favor of eLevate, but they lost because of that Dom thing. So last time eLevate pretty much dominated enemies. So no surprise, come out here 1-0 in favor of eLevate, a map which they're very accustomed to. And we're gonna watch round number 2 unfold here. Let me see some Gorillas real quick. We gotta give him some love for the earlier plays he had and give him a little shine
and just
on the Pro League here.
Do a character check here. Okay, we all good. Gonna go on board here with Icy here in the middle. He's getting some good crosses here. Kirill's laying down some fires. They're trading off kills. 3v3 situation. Gonna rotate back here. Affinities, he's holding off pistol out. He's gonna put some cross here in the middle, but it's a guy on Troika. Affinity's in a bad situation, but his teammate managed to get the guy off Troika. Affinity trying to let that pistol rip, but was not able to get the guy down. But you're wondering why this guy is still on Troika now. Now he's finally going to get taken off. Noxious was just being a nuisance up top. Attorney has already rotated up top to contest him. Prison making plays in the middle. Hudson goes down. Prison with the nice headshot on Affinity. Nades are out. Attorney the nade landed in front of the sandbag.
That was close for comfort there.
Yeah, but Noxious is in a good position.
Moving around. Prison going to take him down there, and it's going to be eLevate right now, up 2 rounds to 0 here on War Machine, up 2 maps to 1, looking to close it out strong here, making a statement right now.
Yeah, making a huge statement right here. Just letting it all be known that, hey, we are the best. So gonna go on board here with Carrills. We're gonna see Carrills come up here, and he's gonna play this. He's gonna play this mid box here. He's gonna be playing deep, letting his teammate Affinity work the mid a little bit. Affinity's gonna go down. Carrills in a 1v2 situation. He gets taken out quickly by Kyle. That's going to be quick right there. Prison is holding off strong. Nades are out. He's going to be dodged nades. Hudson's already rotated from snipe. He's going to take down Prison. Going to get picked up, but he goes down by Noxious. And this is going to go into a 1v3 situation.
1v3 again. Enemy eSports not ultimately able to come out on top here. 3-on-1. The last player going to be taken out by Icy. 3 rounds to 0 here. And it's looking real bleak for enemy unless they can somehow pull a rabbit out of a hat here and turn this map around.
Yeah, and I'm going to hop on board here this round with Kyle because Kyle's just been flying through, making plays happen. We're going to see what he can do this round. See if he can shut it out for his team here with a quick 4-0 here on War Machine to put the nail in the coffin on this map. Kyle pushing here on the front box. He's going to not take any shots here. He's going to get it clean. Nades being picked up by both teams. We're going to see the cog side of the map get smoked out. Kyle's pushing forward, no respect. He knows his team's up an advantage. They got shots in on Carrills. Is not respecting Carrills. Comes in, was not able to finish off, and he's going to clean that up. He's taking a lot of damage here from Infinity, but his teammate's there. Kyle's going to take out a second guy. He's holding off. Last member, Hudson, he's going to take out Hudson's as well. Kyle is on fire. He has no respect for enemy right now. And an attorney goes down, and eLevate's going to win this match.
No respect and no rounds won for enemy. 4-0. eLevate wins. They take it 3-1 right now. Bragging rights, all theirs tonight as they take out enemy eSports one time.
Taking out enemy eSports right there. And eLevate coming out with the dub. Which isn't so much surprising. I figured based off of emotion alone, they was going to come out and they was going to win this map right here. But they did such a good job there, just dominating this War Machine entirely.
Dominant is right here. We see Prison staying alive there for his team. Kyle, here it was, taking out those 2 members there. So skilled, 1v1. It's really hard to kill. Just a great job by him, great job by eLevate, and we'll see if they can rebound again and try to make it into our Season 2 next season.
Yeah, and those are going to be some good matchups there. But, mainly, folks, do not forget, you guys got to play that open series, man. You guys don't get up here. You guys don't get on that screen, on the big screen out here. You guys don't get on the Twitch TV, the twitch.tv/Gears of War unless you play that open series.
Speaking of Twitch, we have to take a moment to thank Twitch and our partners for really, really helping out the Gears of War community. Twitch for the great streaming platform, ESL for the wonderful production they're putting on here and everything they're doing for Gears of War, as well as Xbox and, of course, the Coalition for making this great game.
Nah, definitely. And big shout out to all of those guys. Without you, we're not here today.
No, we are not here. So thank you to all our partners. Thank you to everybody for really tuning in tonight. We had an incredible night here, a night where we saw Envious start off hot, take out Onslaught there. They're both going to be here in Burbank. We watched Annex come back with a strong win against Murder by Numbers, eliminate them from contention. Vex Gaming giving Swarm, a.k.a. the new Denial, their first loss, and then just now eLevate taking out enemy eSports. So now the current standings, as we see, Denial, number 1, 11-1 there. Onslaught and Envious and Vex Gaming all tied for second place. They're at 8-4. Those are the top 4 teams we're going to see here in Burbank, California, January 10th for our finals, and now it's just a matter of who is in what seed, Blaze.
Yeah, that's really what it is. And, that's just fighting for seed for the rest of these rounds, and that's the same thing as fighting for seeds for the bottom 4 teams as well.
Yeah, we're locked away here, our top 4, but it's still a lot on the line because right now they're all tied for the number 2 seed. Nobody wants to play Denial first round. They're the number 1 seed for sure. So nobody wants that 4 seed to play Denial first round. So our next week's broadcast is really going to show what team can move forward into those 2nd and 3rd spots and ultimately put themselves in a prime position.
Yep, and we're going to see, who might get stuck playing Frag D at the bottom seed of the map as well when it comes down to the bottom 4 teams.
Open series teams for sure.
Those are big what ifs. Those are big bracket predictions right there. Those are far bracket predictions. But what is legit is those top 4 teams as well.
Right. And what's also legit is that I have officially won our prediction contest tonight. So I want you to raise my hand real quick, like a champion I am, please, real quick. I won the prediction contest, but we did it. We did it. Thanks to all you.
You know what? You finally won something, Deluxe. I'm proud of you.
Finally won something. But anyway,
everybody in the stream, tweet them. Okay.
It was a great night. Nonetheless, you did a good job here. I want to thank you for joining me once again here. We saw incredible matches. Our top 4 teams are set. January 10th, finals in Burbank, California. Any final thoughts?
You know, none whatsoever. Actually, just it was a bunch of great matches today. We've seen some exciting gameplay, and I'm just ready to watch the matches next week.
All right, next week is coming up real soon. Do not be afraid to tune in. I will be here next week, as well as my friend here, Blaze. We're going to sign off for now. So play more Gears of War. I am Christopher Deluxe Haas.
God Blaze.
And we'll see you next week.
Peace out, folks.